Hi everybody. So, I'm just having a little freak out in my car because I just found out that my fucking diabetic supplies, like my insulin and my pump supplies, the things I need to live, are costing $2,000 a month. I'm 24. I only just got out of college before COVID hit, and I am not making any good money. How am I supposed to pay $2,000 for something that I didn't do anything to get? America is fucking bullshit. Like, I can't afford to live. I have to pay for something I did not at all do anything to get. So I guess I'll just fucking die. Okay.
2020, when Trump was president, our monthly payment for Hayden's insulin, and insulin is not a negotiable product. It's a product that Hayden will be dependent on for the rest of his life in order to stay alive. It's not rationable. Like, you can't ration it in order to make it go longer. You guys, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Not so much for Hayden, because we can absorb this cost. Last year under Trump, our insulin payment went to $60 a month for this box. This is the first time I got this insulin prescription filled since Biden was inaugurated into office. And if you voted him in, I'm a little mad today. I'm a little mad. Because I went to the window of the pharmacy and they said, we set it aside because it's really expensive. Now, I love our pharmacists, but I'm like, what do you want me to do about that? Like, do you want me to say, well, we'll just pass on it for a month? We can't pass on it. We are stuck. We are stuck as a family who doesn't go to the doctor because we see how the system operates. I just was at the dentist getting a crown replacement, and the dentist and I were talking about what a screw job insurance is. Because we see it as providers, as people who work with insurance companies, as business owners in the healthcare profession. We see what a screw job it is. Do you know how much I paid for this one box of insulin? I paid $328 for this one box of insulin that lasts him a month. I paid $328.
All right, so I got a serious question for everybody out there. I generally want to know this, okay? How is everybody making it? How? I'm like, I've worked for like 17 years. I work all the time. I've been paying medical bills on my son for 9 years since he was born. And he was just diagnosed with type 1 diabetes and has to have insulin every 2 hours. I just got his prescription. It was $1,000. I couldn't pay for it. I now have to go in and tell my 9-year-old son I couldn't pay for it. I work a full-time job. My husband works a full-time job. I work third shift. I go to school during the day. How are you guys making it? Am I the only one struggling? How are you guys doing it?
Millions of Americans depend on insulin to fight diabetes. That is the 7th leading cause of death in America. But with skyrocketing prices on the drug, many find themselves having to dangerously cut corners with their dosage. Fox 8's Alex Stokes shares a new investigation from Congress that explains why those prices are so high.
Insulin has become one of the most essential drugs in a nation plagued by obesity. But a new bipartisan investigation out of the U.S. Senate shows prices have soared because of dealings between the companies that make the product and the middlemen called pharmacy benefit managers who control its distribution.
This report just shines a light on how outrageous the whole process has been to skyrocket these prices.
State Senator Nikki Antonio co-introduced legislation last year that would cap the cost of insulin in Ohio.
What we do not want people to do, and we know people are doing, is stretching the dose and cutting their dosage, and that's dangerous.
While she plans to reintroduce the legislation, the 2-year investigation in the U.S. Senate found drug manufacturers, quote, aggressively raised the list price of their leading insulin brands an average of 300% over the past decade, quote, absent significant advances in the efficacy of the drugs.
This is no surprise whatsoever to pharmacists. We've known for years that the pharmacy benefit manager industry has been charging what I consider to be kickbacks to get drugs on what they call formularies.
A formulary is the list of drugs covered by health insurance plans that hire the PBMs.
It limits you as the patient from having the drug that is best for you. What you're getting is the drug that the largest money is being exchanged in the background.
Ohio Pharmacist Association Executive Director Ernest Boyd says the report is still important.
But there's a difference, or can be, when a congressional committee pays attention to it and if they take action.
In statements, Senators Sherrod Brown and Rob Portman, who both sit on the Finance Committee, praised the bipartisan effort.
We have to be careful what the solutions are. I like a solution that hits advertising. I like a solution that hits PBM and their rebate situation. Directly attacking the drug manufacturers would make me nervous.